Hi there, I hope you're doing well. In case you're new here, my name is Penny and welcome to the Housewife Homestead, where everything we do focuses on frugality with the target to save more and invest in quality and not quantity. Today I'm going to make 3 different types of bread spread. If you watched my previous video, I had gone to the marketplace and bought myself some groundnuts and strawberries. I normally collect cream from milk, which I buy directly from a farm nearby. This is the beauty of living in a suburban areas, since you can get milk and vegetables at lower prices. Having mentioned the 3, I'll be making strawberry jam, butter and peanut butter. For the strawberry jam, I bought 300 Kenya shillings worth of strawberry, which will give me around 500 ml, and this will last me a month since we don't eat bread on a daily basis. Instead of blending the strawberries, I'll be chopping them with this chopper, but the chopper broke and I had to chop them using a knife. My intention is to have bits of chunks in my strawberry jam. The chopped strawberries ended up being 2.5 cups, and for this I'll be adding 1.5 cups sugar, a 1/4 cup fresh lemon, and leftover lemon rinds from squeezed lemon. Believe me, this is a low sugar strawberry jam. I'm going to bring this mixture into a rolling boil, and to avoid the foam from forming, I'm going to add a little bit of butter, like 1 teaspoon. The reason why I'm cooking the rinds together with the strawberry jam is because the rinds have the pectin, and I don't have the pectin that I can buy from the market or from the grocery or from wherever to add in my strawberry, and that's why I'm using lemon. Whatever is available for me, that's what I'm going to use, and I've seen so many people use it, and I've made jam before and I love it. The jam is ready and I'm going to let it cool before I store it in a container, which is plastic. There are many ways on how I collect this cream from milk. Sometimes I boil, I let it cool, and then the cream will always come on the top, and then I can remove it with a spoon. Another way is letting the raw milk stand in a sufuria or a pan inside the fridge or just outside on the countertop, and then I start collecting the cream. It usually comes on the top. It depends with everyone, but for this today I used the one that I had collected from milk that I had boiled, and I usually whisk, and by that I usually take it out from the fridge and start whisking it with my hand whisk until the buttermilk separates from the fat. And I do this until I get all the buttermilk out, and then I start cleaning the butter. Now, if you don't clean this butter properly until all the milky stuff is out, then your butter will start fermenting and have a fermented taste, and it won't have a good smell. And this is why we are cleaning the butter. We have already removed the buttermilk. The buttermilk I'm going to use to make breads and probably any type of breads, or I'll make it with pancake. I'll use it to make pancake, or I'll use it to make bread. It all depends on one's preference. I've seen people drink it. I've tasted it. It's not bad. It tastes good, but I'm not going to drink buttermilk that has come from raw milk. I'm not taking the chance. The taste is different. It doesn't taste the same way like cooked milk. So the butter is ready. This one is ready for storage. We have different varieties of peanut. This is is this peanut? I don't know. I'm not sure, but we call them groundnuts. These ones are the big ones. I've already selected them, and it's time for me to wash because I don't know who held it, how it was dried, or whatever happened in the soko. Now I have to wash it very well, clean it well before I go to the next process. But I didn't like this variety. It's a bit bigger. The size is bigger. The small ones are very tasty. If you know, you know. The small njugus, we call them njugu here in Kenya because I know I have people watching me from other parts of the world. We call this njugu. It's called groundnuts. The English name is groundnuts. So the mistake I did is use this pan. This pan is light and it's not the best for roasting the peanuts. I'm going to roast this not in an oven but on top of a fire. This is jiko and it's a charcoal jiko, and I thought it would be best for me to use this one because it's wider and bigger, but no, it was burning my njugus and I didn't want my peanut butter having a burnt taste. So I used a thicker sufuria. This is just a nyungu that I bought from the market, and the njugu is ready. The next process is to remove the husks, and I tried doing it by hand, but it was taking long, so I decided to use a cloth. This is a kitchen cloth, although it did dirtify the cloth, but you are going to wash it because I have already made a bleach detergent. I also have a liquid detergent, so we are good to go. We are not scared about it getting stains. And in the next video I'm going to show you how I made the bleaching agent and the liquid soap. So the husks are all out, and the next step is to blend. And this little thing, this grinder, my blender has two, so I'm going to use this, and I'm also going to show you a step where I used the blender. So every time I pulse, I don't blend fast. I pulse, and then I blend. When I see that it's not moving, I stop the blender and then I shake it a little bit. Then at some point it will start thickening. I open the grinder and then start pushing the paste so that the blades can rotate easily. I didn't add any oil. The only thing I added in this njugu is salt, just to give it a taste, nothing else. You can now see that the butter is formed, and it's not that bad. It's smooth, by the way. I didn't feel like it had any chunks in it, and I loved it. So let's try the blender and see how it comes out. I also do the same process with the blender. I pulse for some time, then I blend, and when I'm blending, I give my blender time to cool down. Yes, it's a process, but at the end you get the desired effect. So I usually switch off the blender, scrape and mix things inside like that until the paste is formed. If you're patient enough, this butter will come out smooth. You need to have patience when making this. Now see how smooth the peanut butter is, and look at the color. I just love how the color looks like. I thought that there could be specks of those husks that didn't come out, but no. Now I'm going to store all these condiments. I'm going to store this. Wow. my English. I'm going to store the butter, the peanut butter, and the strawberry jam in the fridge, and they will always be in the fridge until it's over, because I've not added any preservative and they might spoil before the end of the month. So I'm not going to take any chance. I'm going to store them in the fridge. Thank you for watching. Thank you for stopping by. See you in the next video.